Actually might see if I can go back and get a jumper. How are we? Everybody was asking me to come out and do a live walk instead of sitting in my room. So here we are. Let's see if this is working. What is the crack, guys? How are we? Hope this is working. Here it is. There we go. What is the story, guys? How are we? I'll try not to get ran over by a car here as we are walking along. What is the crack? Out on a bit of a walk. So what I'm going to do is go for a bit of a walk. If you are able to go for a bit of a walk, I recommend coming out with me and doing a bit of a walk with me. If you cannot, that is fine. But what you can do is ask questions. So I'm going to go for a bit of a walk, hopefully walk alongside a couple of you, even if you are the other side of the world, and then answer a couple of questions as we go. What is the crack, Hambo Giza? Hambo Giza. But if you're in here, just fire into the chat there where you're from. Where are we all from? From England. Welcome, Harold. How are we? Name a car for an edit. My car, the car I have is a Volkswagen Arteon. The yellowy gold one. If you edit it, send it on. I've been stressed today. I know what that feels like, actually. I get stressed quite often. Best thing you can do, Jonathan, is just get outside. Try get into a bit of fresh air. Whatever is stressing you out, leave it behind. It's not worth it. Just for even a couple of hours or a couple of minutes, even if you can leave it off for a bit of time, take a bit of headspace from it, it'll make a huge difference. I'm from your closet. Guatemala, Palestine flags, Denmark, Illinois, Belfast. I love Belfast, actually. Huntsville. I don't know where what AL stand for. What state is that? It's not Arizona, is it? I don't know. South Africa. Jordan Bart or Chico Lachowski. I don't even know who that is. Owasso, Oklahoma, Alabama. Don't sweat the small stuff. It's all small stuff. Exactly in comparison to many other things, it is small stuff when you put it into perspective. Yeah, so anyone have any fitness, fat loss, nutrition questions while I'm out here on a walk, fire them across. I don't know how long I'm going to do it for. One of the things I promote everyone to try and do is, look, I'm out on a walk, get out on a walk with me while you're listening here instead of sitting down watching the live stream. Even if you're walking around your office or walking around your house, whatever the fuck you're doing, just get out and do something. Because it's less lonely to do a walk while you're listening to some other stupid idiot chatting on your phone. Someone said get a job. I have a job, pal, and it's helping people out. A very fulfilling job, might I add. Helping people improve their lives, live longer. Everything is legal in Alabama. Hey, Gan, I got back from my 6 kilometer walk, but next time I'll join you 100%. Anybody that can get out, get out. Someone asked a question there around fat loss. Let me see. Are air fried chips healthier than oil fried ones? Yes, I would say so. Lower in calories anyways. And to be honest, anything with regards to potatoes is generally quite filling. If you're making air fried chips from home, they actually are quite filling, quite low in calorie for what they are. And to be honest, they're probably better in regards to keeping you full than pasta would be. So it would be something that I'd often go for. I'd often just chop up potatoes and throw them in the air fryer. It's handy. for edit please, Chico Lechowski or Jordan Barrett. I don't know who the fuck he is, but go for him. Brother, I'm on sauce. I don't have to lift like 3 times a week. I don't even know half these things are. How do I strength train in a deficit? The fatigue sucks. So if you're planning on building muscle within a deficit and you are currently like obviously deep in a deficit and you're trying to train and strength train, my advice is come out of your deficit a little bit. So don't stay in a massive calorie deficit. Like a 500 deficit is probably a little bit too much for you. Just minus your calories by 100 or 200. That extra muscle mass you build over time anyways will put you into a large deficit, make things easier. What I would also say is, especially regards to muscle building, recovery and protein is super important. So like try and have as much protein as you possibly can. Again, the higher amounts of protein, the better recovery you're going to get, and try and make sure that you're having your carbohydrates before training. For no other reason, it's not that they're bad to have them any other time, but it's just going to help with regards to your performance and help with regards to how you feel. Is there no audio? There should be audio, my man. Everybody should. Hopefully you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me there. Pretty sure people can. Maybe a stupid question, but does squash still class as counting water or drinking water? Absolutely, 100%. Squash is actually a good way to get your maybe I'll go back this way. Squash is actually a good way to get your water intake up. I think you're chilling outside. I'm walking, my man, getting those steps up. The wind, however, is chilling me. Do I bulk? I'm lost completely. Don't know. I don't know what position you're in. Dude, I can't bring myself to go outside and go for walks. I live in the Bronx, absolutely hate my city. Is there any sort of place exercise I can do in my 4x4 floor space? Yeah, there's hundreds of online programs for free. If you go on YouTube and search up weightlifting program or dumbbell program or bodyweight program, you'll find them. So don't avoid it, just do it. When you do it, then it gets easier to do the next one. Just find one you enjoy, incorporate the exercise you enjoy. But do some home workouts. Always measure from underneath. I don't know what someone's saying there. Can you say, where's my pot of gold? I will, I just did, Tim. That's the best you're getting from me. Because I'm not a filthy little leprechaun. The sauce is Ozempic. Man, I started doing all the things you say to do in January and have lost 23 kilos since. That is absolutely fucking unbelievable. 23 kilos can take people fucking 2 years to lose. So the fact that you've lost it in the period of time that I've only been posting videos is absolutely class. Yeah, well done. Weight loss is one of the hardest things you'll ever do as well. I have the most energy and feel the best during the evening. How do I change my routine to account for that? I would just start doing most of your exercise at the evening time if you feel like you have most energy in the evening times. I would, yeah, it's just organisation. Like, this is the thing that everybody talks about online, is getting up at 5 a.m, doing all that sort of stuff, making sure that you're like nailing things at 5 a.m. Fuck that, work off your own schedule, work on what works for you as long as you can. Obviously, with jobs and stuff like that, you might be forced to get up a little bit earlier, forced to do things at times you don't want to, but in most situations you can adapt not only like your weightlifting, your nutrition, your fat loss program to you, but your life as well. I think it's super important. It's actually harder to fucking walk and talk at the same time. I struggle a lot with my depression, but you've really helped encourage me to get out and still take care of myself. I appreciate what you do. Thank you, my man. Apologies if you can hear the cars here. I tried to do a more entertaining stream and not stay home, so I'm going to turn down a quiet road now in a second. I'm not able to go for a walk since my youngest baby is going for a nap, but I'm going to be hitting the exercise bike for a workout instead. Yeah, just do something. So anybody that's listening to this stream and you're around, just do something. It can be a walk, it can be fucking jumping around your kitchen, it can be fucking dancing around like an idiot. I don't care what you're doing. Move your body, do 10 squats, I don't care. Only thing you're not allowed to do is burpees, because they're fucking wank. Someone said here, do I have a recommendation for a calorie calculator? So I actually spent, I think it was about 3 days putting together my own calorie calculator. If you go to my bio or the link in my Instagram profile, you will see that there's a link to a calorie calculator there. You can click on that and use that. That's the one I'd recommend using because it's the one I've put together to not put you into too much of a deficit. Because if you use MyFitnessPal or you use any random online calorie calculator, they're probably going to give you very little calories, which yes, might allow you to lose weight really, really quickly, but it's the reason you put it back on so quickly and it's harder to lose and harder to stick to. So the one that I've put together gives you slightly more calories, a more moderate protein goal, and makes things easier. So my advice would be to use the one that I put together. But again, I'm pretty fucking biased, but I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about when I'm the one that's lost 60 kilos, not some stupid cunt online. Did you bring water? I did not. I'm not far from my house, so I'm just going for a walk. I'm going to wait until this timer's at 20 minutes. I'm going to walk back, and I should have in around 3,000 steps done. 3,000 to 4,000 steps done, which is what I'm aiming for here. So if you guys are out or not out walking, let's get out and do a couple of steps. Fuck counting calories, just watch your processed sugars. That makes no sense whatsoever. You can watch your processed sugars till put on body fat. So fuck off with watching your processed sugars. Just focusing on reducing processed sugars or eliminating them completely from your diet is only going to leave you fucking miserable. You can still have them. Obviously reduced amounts is important, but you can still have them. Been watching your content for a while now from America. Love your attitude, man. Rodney, thank you so much for watching. Where's bro going? Narnia. Nearly just got hit by a car there. Someone could have witnessed me finished here on the road. How can I find that? If you just search up my name, Mulligan's Fitness, on Instagram, it'll be the first account that comes up. Love from Nepal. Nepalese people seem so nice, actually. I watched a couple of the Everest documentaries. I believe that's where Everest is. 10 squats done. What's next, my man? Let's go for 50 push-ups. I'm walking in the treadmill at the gym at the moment. Enjoy. I actually prefer to be outside, but again, it's always a good option if your weather is shit. Having an indoor treadmill, some sort of thing that you can use, is good. If you haven't started yet, gotta cut the soda out of your time. Date. If I could block you right now, I would, because you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. There we go. Putting timer, 24 hours. See you later, pal. It's a message to people that don't spread shite in the comments if you don't know what you're on about. Hit the gym this morning. I've gotten a few of my co-workers watching your content. She just got married and she said she watched your stuff to help her keep her sane while she was losing weight for her dress. Unbelievable. Love to hear it. It's that sort of shit that I love as well, because that's not even just about losing weight. It's about feeling better in herself and like building up for a big day and stuff. It's one of my favorite parts of the job. Like, to be honest, I'm at that point now where I don't really give a huge amount of fucks about scale weight and stuff. I just enjoy helping people reach, I don't know, and do things that they never thought they could. And yes, weight loss is part of that sometimes, but I think the more important part is improvements in self-belief. Let me see here. Just Josh, I'm an ISSA Master Fitness Trainer with Supplemental and Nutrition, and I condone this man's message. Thank you, Just Josh. I have a bachelor's in sports, exercise and health science. So we're on the same page here, my man. I don't even have it advertised in my profile or anything that I have that, but just do. Yo, I just got here. Can we start over? I'm not that far into it. So you can start now and you'll still get your steps done. Better start now than never. That's another thing for you. bit of wisdom. Never the perfect time to start, my man. So even if you're late, it doesn't matter. Let's get going. Just do it for as long as you can. Something is better than nothing. Could it potentially be beneficial to gain fat during the winter to protect against the weather? I don't know. I don't think we're not living in ancestorial times. I'm pretty sure everybody has heating in their house, so I don't think we need to panic too much. How long should you walk before if you're just starting? I would say just start like wherever your normal steps are day to day. Like for me, because I work a fucking office job, it doesn't seem like I do, but obviously with doing online coaching and recording videos and stuff, I don't get a huge amount of activity in. So what I would recommend is actually just starting baseline. So baseline for me, this might sound stupid, is if I don't go out and do any walks, is 1,000 steps a day. So all I aim for at the beginning was 1,500. Can I build on that? Okay, now can I go to 2,000? Now can I go to 3,000? And then up to 5,000. So slowly up in it. Hey man, love your videos and motivation. Helped me lose 51 kilos so far since January. Unbelievable. Favorite workout / lift? So jiu-jitsu, because I love just fucking throwing people around the place, and lift would be deadlift, because I'm most proud of my deadlifts, one rep max. So I just tend to love that exercise. And thank you for £20 weight loss. Thank you, my man, for letting me know, and you've smashed it, and all the hard work is yours. I can only tell you and give you the information. You guys have to do it. Anybody that's in here, let's like this stream. Get the likes up on this fucking thing. Let's go. We're at 28. See if we can get it above that. What do you think of gastric balloons? I think it's an option for people who really struggle to lose weight or are finding things difficult. And it's an option that they've discussed with a medical professional. I think it can help, but I don't think it's the only solution. You obviously have to incorporate that with lifestyle changes. So it's not just something that you can get and solves all your problems, because there's lots of issues with regards to food that it doesn't solve. It stops you eating the food, but it doesn't stop the reason why you eat the food in the first place, which for the majority of people is regards to stress, mental health, loads of other things. And so that's what you have to kind of look at, and then also make sure you have a good understanding of nutrition, because again, eventually that gastric balloon isn't going to work, and you need to know how to deal with keeping the weight off. Asking for a random tip: whenever I'm playing cards, what's a strategy to keep my deck small? I haven't a clue. My deck's normally small anyway. Hello, wanted to thank you on zero sweetened drinks. Seems rather obvious, but it really helped me when I started doing that. Yeah, so again, someone was talking in the comments there about cutting out soda. I actually think diet sodas and sweetened drinks are probably one of the best things we have with regards to helping people who have really struggled with their weight lose weight, because it's something that you don't have to completely cut out. Like, a lot of people really enjoy a soda or a fizzy drink, and so with that you don't actually have to cut it out. You can actually enjoy it still, and it just has no calories. It'll kill sweet cravings. It'll also help keep you full because of the bubbles in the fizz. So that's where it is super beneficial. Hey, I live in a place where the weather's shit all of the time, and step on elliptical roughly the same as a step outside. Yes, I would say so. It doesn't really matter as long as you're doing something. Do you game at all? I do actually, but I stopped because, Jesus Christ, I don't think you guys, like, this seems, I don't know, every time I used to see people online, I used to think, oh, their job is so easy, or like they must just do fuck all with their day. But I'm the opposite. I don't do sponsorships or shit like that on my money on my YouTube channel. I'm demonetized, so I don't make huge amounts. So I actually work, like, I work fucking long hours, so I just don't have time. I work from probably like 6 a.m. until 7 to 8 p.m. most days with making content, coaching people who are in my Mulligan's method. Yeah, just helping out as many people as can. Like, I used to train maybe 6-7 times a week with regards to exercise, and now I can only do maybe 3 or 4, so it's taken away from that. And then obviously with gaming, I just don't have as much time for it anymore, but I need to make more time for it, because it's always important that you do shit that you enjoy. It's either day one or one day. Exactly, my man Joy. Facts about it. Let me see. I have insulin resistance. Please, how I can and I stop these intense cravings. First of all, stop eating too little. Chances are that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to starve yourself into losing weight. In the first place, the reason you're struggling with your weight is because you're not good at dealing with hunger. So why fucking starve yourself and make yourself more hungry? Doesn't make sense. You need to lower your amount of calories that you're eating slightly, not by a lot. You also need to stop thinking that just because you've insulin resistance you can't lose fat. You can. You need to stop thinking that it's a barrier in your way. It's not. You can still get around it. It might make things a little bit more difficult, but there's still a lot of things that you can do regards to, like, even just swapping your 0-calorie drink or your sodas to 0-calorie. You can go make sure you're building muscle to help with insulin sensitivity. There's loads of things that you can do. So rather than looking at what's in your way and looking at all the problems, let's look at solutions. Because the problems ain't going to fucking help you. They're going to make things harder. Thank you from America, bud. I'm over 300 pounds and I've been working on changing that. I'm a little over a week into it and I feel amazing. Yes, my man Daniel, fucking smashing it. Let's go. Yeah, hopefully you're out on a walk here with me as well. Hopefully you're out here with me too. It's actually easier to walk when you don't feel alone, so like having you guys here just walking along is helping me as well. I have a jiu-jitsu competition on September 1st and I need to lose 3 kilos, so that's why I'm out moving around, walking around. So why do we find carbs like pastas, potatoes and delicious if they don't taste sweet? Like, what is it about the texture that makes pasta more appealing than lettuce? I think it's probably because our body realizes there's carbohydrates in it. I think, again, taste. There's probably some people here, it's very individual. Like, there's probably some people here that don't like the texture of pasta and don't eat it. It's just you and the way that you've grown up and the foods that you're surrounded by and different tastes and different cultures. Like, if I tasted different cultures' food, I might not like it. If you tasted Irish food, you might not like it. It's just everybody's kind of different in that manner. So it's not that everybody loves pasta. It's just, I don't know, so individual. But texture does impact how much we eat of a food. There's actually a scientific study out there that compares different textures of food with overeating, and it's like the harder foods, or the, how do you describe it, like a boiled potato texture was actually one of the best textures for weight loss because it made people feel more full, and that's why potatoes are one of the most filling foods on planet Earth. And then a crispy texture or one that had a crunch generally made people overeat. Let's do daily 5 to 10 kilometer walks together one day. Yeah, I don't think I'd have time to do that exactly. And I don't enjoy walking all of the time. Like, this is the thing as well. Like, if you don't want to walk, you don't have to do walks, but do something. So for me, if I don't want to walk in a day, I do my jiu-jitsu. If I can't do my jiu-jitsu, I at least force myself on a walk because I'm going to do something. 5k steps is child's play for me. I was walking 15k when interning at Advent Health for Children in Orlando. 12 weeks, I dropped nearly 7 pounds. Goes to show the power of fucking power of walking and steps. Yeah, for anybody that doesn't know as well, because I actually don't talk about it a huge amount, September 9th, my last challenge, my last program of the year, the Mulligan's Method. It might be forever, I'm not too sure, because I don't know how much longer I'm going to do all this sort of stuff, but it starts. The doors are open now. You can get in if you do want it. The link is actually in the description. Again, one-on-one coaching. So you'll have one-on-one check-in, a weekly call. You'll have your program and everything pretty much looked after. Yeah, but that is the last time I will say it, because I don't actually put it up here on YouTube, man. 6 weeks long. I agree, I overeat chips but can only stand small amounts of sweets at a time, fruit included. How do you work through a motivational slump? I was going hard for 6 months and then lost about 60 pounds. I felt like I've fallen off the past month or so, struggling to get the consistency back. So this is the thing, right? When we've done something before, when we're looking back and we're like, oh, I was in such a good place before, that's only making things worse. There's no point looking back at the way you were before. It's only going to stop you from progressing now, because what you're going to consistently do is compare yourself to where you were 6 months ago. Oh, I was so motivated. Oh, I was going to gym all the time. That's not helping you now. So fuck that. How can you start now making things as simple as possible to get you started, Well, sitting thinking about isn't going to do anything. So can we come up with a plan that's simple? Can we go to the gym once per week instead of going like you used to 6 times per week? Because maybe your routine has changed, maybe your life has changed where things are just completely different. And so it's looking at it that way rather than the negative way of I used to do all this sort of stuff. So again, I'd start with maybe one gym session or one walk per week. Like anybody can do a 5-minute walk and get outside. And if you struggle with that motivation to get it, break down the thing you're trying to do into tiny little steps. Like for example, I'm not motivated to go out on a walk. Okay, that's because you're thinking about the big picture, which is getting out on a walk. If we break down that big picture into small things, well, what are the steps involved in getting out for a walk? The first step is getting my fucking shoes on. Does it take motivation to get your shoes on? No. Okay, let's put our shoes on. Does it take motivation to drink a glass of water? No. Okay, let's drink a glass of water. Once I've drank a glass of water, I've put my shoes on, I've stood up off my bed. Well, then I'm more steps closer to getting out on a walk than I am further away. And then it's almost too much of a pain in the hole to sit down and go back to bed than it is to get out and go for fucking 5 minutes. This is another thing. Your walk doesn't have to be half an hour. Your walk doesn't even have to be as long as a stream. Your walk can literally be 5 minutes outside. And that's what makes a huge fucking difference, is doing something rather than nothing. So a lot of you guys are just sat there thinking all the time, especially when you're not motivated to do things, is, oh, I have to get up and do an hour's walk, or I have to get up and go to the gym for an hour, or I have to get up and cook the most fancy meal. No, fuck that. Can we have a simple meal? Can we go to the gym for 5 minutes? Can we just get to the gym? Can we just stand outside our door? Like, do something. So many people are just caught up in doing the perfect and wait until everything's perfect. Oh, I'll start again next week, or I'll start Monday and it's a better time then, and sure, look, I'll wait till January to start. That's not going to happen. The fucking best time to start was yesterday and you didn't fucking do that. The next best time is today and the worst time is tomorrow. And that's one of the fucking... I hate that thing of like just pushing off, because I did that for so long. That's why it frustrates me, and I wish I never did, because you're going to be raging. Like, time is going to pass regardless of whether you do nothing or you do something. And when that time passes, you're going to be in a better position or worse position, and that's your choice. And doing nothing isn't doing nothing. Doing nothing is making the choice to stay where you are, right? And if you stay where you are, it might not be painful enough. Maybe you don't want it enough. Maybe you haven't broken down the why. And that's super important to get the leverage as to why. Because it's not as simple as, oh, I just want to lose weight. It's, oh, I want to lose weight so I feel good in myself. Oh, I want to lose weight so I don't feel like shit. So that when I'm bullied and stuff like that they have nothing to say to me. Oh, I want to lose weight because maybe I want to be able to take the clothes off in my bedroom with my wife and not feel fucking bad about it. So looking at this side of things, rather than it being so simple as that I just want to lose weight, let's create leverage and actually look at what is painful about it, and that'll make you actually get up and do it. Everybody that's in here, let's see if we can get this to 100 likes. We're on 68. I want to see if we can get this to 100 likes. Let's go. Messi or Ronaldo? I don't watch football, to be honest. Get this fucking stream to 100 likes. Let's go. After my big rant there. Drake or Diddy? I think Diddy was caught up in some crazy ass shit, no? So we'll go with Drake, although I believe Drake was caught up in some crazy ass shit too, so we'll go neither. Yeah, any other questions that I can go rant and rave about? By the way, whoever asked that question about motivation, that wasn't me attacking you, it was me kind of just getting passionate about pushing you, hopefully. Greg Doucette or Dr. Mike? I think Dr. Mike. Do you believe in God? No, I do not. Don't think so. I haven't really sat down to think about it too much, my man. Little Bear, hi again. As soon as I saw this, I got a motivation to go out and walk. You absolute fucking legend. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And well done in getting out for a walk, because it's easy to just watch and not do anything. And that's another thing. Thinking, oh, sure, I can't go out and walk. I can't. You can't. You can make the decision. That's it. Any other fat loss or weight loss questions? See the sky. It's actually decent. Mind of Jerry. Yes, my man. Good to see you. Again, that's the goal, to try and push you guys on and do what we can for you. So we've been live for half an hour. How many steps? I'm going to check on my phone. 30 minutes here walking, which is absolutely flew. We have 4,000 steps done. I probably did about 1,000 earlier on today, so about 3,000 in that period of time. How many cheat meals do you have? None. Because I don't have to cheat on a diet that allows me to include absolutely everything. So within my diet, I had an ice cream today, an ice cream yesterday. I had chocolate today actually as well. I can eat all of this, maintain my weight and lose weight at the same time. I'm actually trying to lose weight for a jiu-jitsu competition. I can still have fucking ice cream and still have chocolate. Life is so mundane without God. Don't know if I agree, my man. Life is so mundane if you make it mundane. Hey, hope you're having a great day. Any advice for a skinny person to gain weight? I can eat like a dog and still not gain anything. Use fats, use oils. They're very high in calories for the amount of them. Jesus, my hair and my beard is wild as fuck. Have you done rocking before? Can make walking burn a few more calories? Yeah, because of the weight. So weighted walking, because of stats, actually can be better for weight loss. So like with weighted vests and stuff like that, there's good research out about it recently. Do you want to see my dog? Theo, sit. Do you want to see them? Sit. I wonder, can I flip the camera? Sit down. Good boy. I don't know if you can see him. Right. Thank you for keeping it real. Thank you for tuning in, my man. We're about 5 likes away from 100 likes. There's definitely 5 in here who haven't clicked that like button. I don't know why I want 100 likes for actually no reason. Why just to see 100 on the screen would be funny. Do you use anything for my beard? No, I should shave it to be fair, because it looks like I'm from Dagestan, or it looks like I'm Khabib's second cousin. I know you talked about not having to remove any foods from your diets, but what would you recommend incorporating more into your diets? Veg, fruit, water, yeah, basics like that. Basic stuff is what I look to add into most meals. Like every meal you're having should either have a piece of fruit or a piece of veg in it. To be fair, I actually have beard oil, but I've never fucking used it. How often should you change your food plan if you've been losing weight? Like I've lost 18 kilos now, but the weight loss is slowing down. So like plan-wise with regards to my food, like I don't really change that. I just reduce the amount of calories I'm eating. But I would, if you haven't lost weight, now doesn't mean if the weight loss is slowing down, weight loss is slowing down isn't a bad thing. If you haven't lost weight in a period of 2 weeks, well then I'd look at reducing your calories, and that's nothing. If your weight has come down nothing in 2 weeks, then reduce it then. You're going to hold on to as much muscle as possible. We hit 100 likes. Oh man, thank you. Say that. Limitless. I think you asked me for a thing already. 24 hours. See you later, Pat. I fucking don't know. Jan, you're a fucking cunt. You are a cunt. That wasn't in a bad way, guys. He asked me to call him a cunt, so I said I would. And if I get banned for that, I'm actually going to cry, because I'm one strike. For anybody that doesn't know, I'm currently 1 strike away from getting banned here on YouTube. 1. Hi Mulligans, your accent. What did you guys make of today's video? Did you see it? With the walking. What did we think of it? Do you understand Scottish and Welsh people? I don't speak Welsh, but I do understand them when they're talking. Marhaba. I don't know what the fuck that is. I suffer with my mental health and I lack so much motivation. How can I change it? So, do something. Rather than getting stuck in doing nothing. And sometimes, like, when my mental health was really, really poor, doing something for me was even just getting out of bed and having a shower. So, like, what can you do today? Let's do that. Sounds silly, but just 1 step forward every day and you'll get out of it. How's the crack? Are you winning? I am winning. Out for my walk done, work essentially done until the call later on today. I might actually, someone mentioned a game in there earlier, I might jump on a game or something. Where in Ireland are you from? I'm from Athlone, right in the centre. I lost fat faster walking 10k steps than I did in the gym. Yeah, most people would probably say the same, but I think the gym is super important for other reasons as well, like building muscle. Yeah, it seems when people subscribe to me as well, they don't see the videos. For some reason, they don't get pushed to them anymore, but that's part of it anyways. Your video last year made me laugh, but opened my eyes. Your honesty is appreciated and needed. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Chicken Spring. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I think we're going to finish here because we did our walk. Any last questions? I'm going to answer one more question. So if anybody's been struggling with anything, leave it down here and I'll answer it. And we'll go. Hey, Mulligans, gave up 40 years ago and you've given me motivation to get back running and working out 4 to 6 times a week. Ben, fair play to you. And hopefully you can get back into the football, doing it casually maybe, not as much as you were before. What can I do as a night owl? Most gyms aren't open during the night and going out at 2 to 3 a.m. as a woman isn't always ideal. Home workouts, buy yourself an indoor treadmill. You can at least stand outside and get some fresh air. I wouldn't recommend being a night owl fully either. Like staying up really, really late is not good for your mental health. It's not good for weight loss. Even if you sleep 8 hours, you're not sleeping a proper 8 hours because your circadian rhythm matches up to sunlight. And if you are sleeping at that time, like you're not getting proper rest. It's actually why it bags in my eyes currently is because I'm going to bed really late and getting like I'm still waking up early. I'm still getting a good few hours of sleep, but because I'm not matched up with my circadian rhythm of the sunlight, it can make things hard. So I would always try to go to bed a little bit earlier. You don't have to go to bed a huge amount earlier than what you currently do, but just a little bit earlier and it'll make a huge difference. Little bear, so hopefully that helps. I ran into the problem of not having an appetite after losing weight and kept losing kgs. How do I stop? Slowly increasing the size of your meals. Sounds like a silly one actually, but again, eat the foods that you enjoy, slowly increase the size of it if that's what you're talking about. Why didn't the Irish rule the world? Because God invented whiskey. I actually don't drink. When I drink, it fucks my mental health too much, so I don't drink. Giraffe and Banana, hi, just dropped in and say that you're a big inspiration to me to get more stuff, even if it's a small thing. Yes, smashed it. Thank you so much. Right, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for showing up. Little Bear, thank you for sending across a donation as well. Massively appreciate it. I'm always going to put that stuff back into the content or back into something got to do with the channel. And I appreciate it. And I will catch you all later. Hopefully you enjoyed a little bit of a walk.